Hello everybody, Laurie here from Unique in the Creek. Hello, hello, say hello when you come on. We are going to do a elf-tastic Christmas tree. So, we have lots of goodies. Grab a drink. We may be here a while. You know, I love to talk. So, this tree I'm going to be showing, I've only done it one other time. It's a very whimsical looking Christmas tree. So, and I'll show you the goodies we're going to be adding to our tree, all right? Hello, TikTok. Hello. Sorry, TikTok, I can't see your comments. I really should have TikTok somewhere on one of these devices so I can read it. Why do I not see anybody? Is there anybody on Facebook and YouTube? Let me know where you're watching from. Okay, there's YouTube, there's Facebook. Yes, it takes a while for that to come up. Like TikTok and Instagram are instantly. So, let me know if you're watching from TikTok, are you watching from Instagram, are you watching from Facebook, or are you watching from YouTube? Wherever you're watching from, we are using the Unique in the Creek triangle board. Hello, hello everybody. Happy Friday night. I'm in the VIP group. I am. No, I'm not. Who said I was live in the VIP group? I'm not live in the VIP group. At least I don't think I am. So I will go through what we're going to be using. I am live in the VIP group. Hold on. Did I screw up again? I did. I screwed up again. Hold on. That's why I wasn't seeing anybody. Okay. I am streaming now on Facebook, I believe. Woohoo! I don't know how I do things. I don't know how I get through life. Seriously. I'm a big hot mess. Okay. So I preloaded my Christmas tree board, the triangle board. There we go. And I wrote my pattern on my board. Let's see if I zoom in a bit. I'm going to be using two different color of poly burlap mesh, okay? I did wood burn each color. I'm using an emerald green and it's called a fresh green. You can use a lime green too. You can use any combination of green, or you can just use the same green all the way through the tree. I thought it would make it look a little interesting by putting two different colors. So I'm using emerald green poly burlap and fresh green poly burlap. And I did pin the links to the mesh in the board and the zip ties, okay? On the triangle board, I preloaded close, which means the zip tie is closed, but not all the way to the bottom, okay? We are using row 12. We're skipping row 11. We're using row 10, skipping 9, 8, skipping 7, 6, skipping 5, 4, skipping 3, and then we got row 2. Okay, so we're only using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows on the triangle board. Okay, now the way I'm going to show you to make these petals, there's 3 different petals going to be in this wreath, okay, with 2 different poly burlaps. It's going to be confusing, and that is exactly why I wrote on my board. So on my board, I wrote, I'm using 5 emerald green straight petals. I'm using 7 emerald green petals to the left. And I'm going to show you guys how to make these petals. And I'm using 7 emerald green petals to the right. Okay, so we got a petal that the angle is facing to the right. We got a petal where the angle is facing to the left. And we got a petal that is actually straight. To make these petals is very, very easy. It's not complicated at all, but you're gonna have to pay attention to your pattern, and this is why it's wonderful to write. I just write on the board with a Sharpie marker, because once your project's complete, nobody's gonna see this writing, okay? So then I counted the fresh green. I need 6 pieces of the fresh green going to the right, 4 pieces of the fresh green straight, and 4 pieces of the fresh green, 6 pieces of the fresh green left. All right, I know we're gonna do the petal in just a few minutes. Okay, so what I'm starting at is row 12 is going to be emerald green. Row 10 is going to be the fresh green. Row 8, emerald green. Row 6, fresh green, emerald green, fresh green, okay? And I did, with mark, it's hard to explain. I should have made a pattern for you guys. Maybe I'll make a pattern and post it, a PDF pattern, you can print it. Okay, on row 12, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 zip ties on row 12. So I have put a line, 1, 2, 3. That's my left. 1, 2, 3. Those are going to be straight. 1, 2, 3. Those ones are going to be to the right. Okay? And it'll make sense once I get going. And I did the same on every row. So we got 3 here. I'm doing 3 here. I'm only doing 1 straight one here. 2 left, 2 right, 1 straight. 1 left, 1 right, 1 straight. 1 right, 1 left, 1 straight. I know it's complicated, but it will get easier. Okay, and I wrote it all on the board. Like I said, I will try and make a pattern and post it on YouTube in the comments or the description. So I did say I was making an elf tree. So we're gonna make this whimsical tree, but I found this super cute door at the Hoblobs. How cute is this? It's actually a shelf sitter, but it does have an alligator hook at the back. Okay, it was $9.99. I got it for 50% off. So for $5, I got this cute door, and it even opens. How cute is that? And on the door, it says Santa's Workshop, Elves Only. This is at Hobby Lobby. I really don't know what the SKU is. Oh, 5151410. So this door, we are going to put we're going to put this door on the bottom of our Christmas tree. So our Christmas tree is going to be like a Keebler Elves tree, kind of, right? So that's my plan, is I'm putting the door right at the bottom of my Christmas tree. And then I've had these forever. Like, we're talking since, oh my gosh, what was that? AC Moore. I got these little elf legs from AC Moore. That's how old these are. Now, you can get a little elf pick, so it's 2 legs on a pick. You can get that at Hobby Lobby. But I'm going to use this because I've had it just forever. His legs are going to be coming out of the top of the tree. So the elf's legs are going to be part of the tree topper. Okay? And then I have this beautiful candy. I got this at Hobby Lobby too. It was $5.99 with 50% off. It just says Merry Christmas in candy. It's going to go here. It is going to be absolutely adorable. Now, I don't know how much room there's going to be left. Oh, and the ribbons we're using are leftover ribbon from the Naughty Butt kit. And I might put this ribbon in. I got this ribbon at Hobby Lobby. I used this not too long ago. I got this ribbon at Hobby Lobby in 2010. 2010. That's showing my age. Anyways, we're going to make a big bow to put on top of his legs, and then the legs are going to come out the bow. Then I also picked up these really cute little ornaments. If you go to Hobby Lobby, they have a whole aisle of miniature ornaments. They are adorable. These ones are actually Christmas lights. Well, they're not actually lights, but oops. They are little mini light or ornaments shaped in a light bulb. A little thing came off. Aren't they cute? So if I have room, why does the top keep coming off? If I have room on my tree, I am going to add some of these colored lights. We'll see. We'll see how, I don't want to get it too clustered. And they also have the little mini hooks that go with the little mini ornaments that are really easy to hide or to hang on the Christmas tree. So you literally, these mini hooks, which are a big cluster of, big cluster of ick there. I think I opened these from the wrong end. So you just hook it on, close the bottom, hook it onto your mesh when you're done, and then just close the top. And that's it. They'll hang off your Christmas tree. Like I said, we'll see if it doesn't look too cluttered. Okay, are we all ready to go? I know, I love AC Moore. It's no longer business, but okay. So first is making of the Christmas tree. That's why I said go get a drink. Now on my door, we're going to take the stickers off. I did put a pipe cleaner at the top where the alligator clip is. And I also hot glued an E6000 a cable mount at the bottom of the door. So on the back here, when I put my door on, the very top of the door where the alligator clip is right where number 8 is. Okay? Center right where the actual number 8 is on the board. So my Christmas tree is going to be done when I go to put my door on. So what I did is I just made a little tiny star on the back of the board. So I remember that is where the top of the door is going to go. And you can rub off any of the Sharpie marker with just an alcohol swab or something. Okay, so let's get building this. I do have most of the petals done, so it's not going to take a very, extreme amount of time. So, like I said at the beginning, we are doing petals that are going to the right, petals that are going to the left, and petals that are going to be straight. Okay, what I mean by that is you're going to wood burn, because this is poly burlap. So if you are using poly burlap for this petal, you have to wood burn your mesh with a wood burner or a heat sealer, because it will fray. I even wood burned it and it's, still fraying a little bit. It's been handled a bit, but okay. So this is a complete 10 by 10 square wood burned, okay? You're going to put it in front of you. Now I had it flattened out a little bit overnight. It's easier to work with your mesh when it's a little bit flat. So I cut these all yesterday or wood burned them yesterday, and put them in a box and put something heavy on top of it. All right. You're going to, this is for the, okay, I'm just going to show you. We're going to just do the left and the right is above a petal. Okay. You're going to turn your mesh into a diamond shape. Okay. Now this is where it's really, really important if you want to do a whimsical tree like this. Pay attention to where your serged or factory edges are in front of you. Okay. So my factory edge for this petal is on the top left and bottom right. So my tattoo on my hand is my right hand. Okay. Top left, bottom right. You're going to take your corner. You're going to bring your corner down to meet the other corner. Now, this corner isn't important. It's up here that's more important, because these two corners are what you're going to see on your Christmas tree. So you're going to fold it over so it's totally lined up. And I like to put a little clip on it to hold it like that. Then I'm going to go over to the other side, line it up too, just like that. Now, if you have a perfect square, everything should pretty much line up by itself. Okay, and this is what we have, a triangle shape right in front of us. Okay, now you're going to take this bottom corner, you're just going to flip it up, and you're going to flip it up just below this top seam here, right? This ledge right here. Fold that bottom corner up about 1/4 of an inch before this top line. Okay, so it looks like this. I'm going to take my left hand, because I'm right-handed, put it right in the middle of my petal, and I'm going to flip it over my hand. Okay, now what I'm looking for is that both of my tips of this petal are the same length. And you can adjust that by just moving your mesh up and down at the bottom here. But if you put your hand, like I said, right in the middle, so my index finger is running straight down the middle, when you flip it over, 99% of the time, if you do it like that, your tips will be perfect. Okay, so this is what we have. And now you're going to get the bottom here and pinch it to the center, and then you're going to get the top and pinch it to the center. Now I put rubber bands on mine because I was watching TV and sitting in the living room pre-making all these in my recliner, and I just put a little rubber band around them. Okay, now you're going to take the clips off. Now, if you don't have rubber bands, you can actually make your petals and put them in as you're going. Okay? Now, this is curving to the right. And I say that because the factory edge is what you want showing. When you flip it over, you'll see the cut edge where it's not so nice looking. So we want it curving to the right. All right, so that's when I say we need 7 emerald green to the right. Now to do it to the left, and I'll be doing this throughout the live. Now to do it to the left is very easy. It's the exact same petal. However, what you're paying attention to do it to the left is, again, your factory edges. So for the left, I have my cut edge this time on my left and the bottom cut edge on the right. Okay, that is the only difference that you're going to do to make the left petal curve, okay, is just paying attention that your cut edge is the top left and bottom right. We're going to make it exactly the same. Take the top, bring it to the bottom. Again, paying attention to these corners up top here. All right. And like I said, if you have a perfect square, everything lines up. There we go. Yeah, it'll be on YouTube. You guys can rewind. Like I said, I am going to be repeating this petal a few times. So now I'm going to take, again, like the other one, I'm going to bring that bottom corner up about a quarter of an inch before this top ledge. Put my left hand down the center, flip it over. And once you flip it over, we're going to pinch to the center from the bottom, pinch to the center from the top. I am going to put a little rubber band on it. Okay. Now when we did it to the right, it's the same petal, but when you did it to the right, the factory edges are on the top here. We're going to just flip this over, and now you can see that when you put the factory edge up top, this is going to the right, this is going to the left. Capiche? All it is changing your the way you put your mesh. We'll do it a couple more times. We'll do a right one again. So again, 10 by 10 piece for the right, top left, bottom right, factory edge. Okay, this is going to the right. Bring it down. I'm going to clip these corners, and we have like the stainless steel clips, and we have the rubber bands and all that stuff on uniqueinthecreek.com. You can get the board, the zip ties. You can get everything except for these little things that I got at Hobby Lobby. Take the bottom, bring it up. And poly burlap is really, really nice to work with. I don't work with it a lot because it's a bit pricey. You can do this same Christmas tree with horizontal wide stripe as well. It's a little less expensive, and it takes on the same properties as a poly burlap, but poly burlap for this is going to be perfect. Okay, so that is the right. So I have little piles going as these are to the right. And when I say to the right, I'm looking at the factory edge. We want the factory edge showing, okay? Not the cucka edge. We don't want cucka edge. Okay, I'll do another left one. So the left one, we have the cut edge on the top left and the cut edge in the bottom right. And that's all you have to do for the left. See how you put your finger there and you flip it over? 9 times out of 10, the points are exactly the same. Okay, I'm banding it. I'll show you how you can just slip it in the zip tie too. Take our clips off. And this one we're going to flip over. And there we go. There's our factory edge. Okay, so that's going to the left. So that's how I did the left and right. And we'll talk more about it as I'm building this. Now the center ones where they're straight. You don't need a ton of them, but we don't want like a big divide going left and right. So we're going to do a few center straight ones. And this is just a Rita petal. Okay, so this is used quite often for like poinsettias and those type of flowers. It is on the same line as the Bubba petal. So factory edge, top left, bottom right. So this is the Rita petal or the straight one that I'm using on the board, okay? Take your top corner, bring it to your bottom corner. Again, we are checking the tips. See, look, I wood burned it and it still has strings. Because the tips are really the only thing you're going to see on the Christmas tree. Okay, so set starts the same as the Bubba petal, right? We're going to bring that bottom corner up just below this top line like we did with the Bubba one. But this time what we're going to do is pinch it right up the center here. Okay? So just 2 pinches right up the center, almost like you can see the tip here. It's like an arrow. 1, 2. Then you're going to flip it up. I'm going to put a band on it. Oh, the Smoky Mountains of Tennessee. All right. Again, I'm just putting a... Now, to make the perfect Rita petal, we're going to use it. You can see how the bottom here, you see the fold there? We're going to use this side. It's a more finished side. So when I go to put my petal in, these folded edge, that's going to be the bottom. Okay? We'll do one more straight one. Top corner to the bottom corner. So what our Christmas tree is going to do, it's going to flare out to the sides like a whimsical Christmas tree. Flip it up. And you don't want your corner going past that because then you'll be able to see it. Right up the center, pinch once, pinch twice, flip it up. Get an elastic, one of your rubber bands. You could even use a clip if you don't have the bands, or you can stick it right in to your zip tie. Okay, so there's those flaps there. And I'm going to use it flipped over. Okay, let's start building this bad boy so you guys can kind of see what we're dealing with. So my first row, like I said, I am doing emerald green. So the first 3, this is my right, remember my tattoo, the first 3 are going to the right. So you're going to put this, I call it a nub. I don't know what else to call the end of this, so I've just called it a nub so people know what I'm talking about. You're going to put your nub into the zip tie, and the side, all the side zip ties, you don't want to put your petal in completely straight. Well, with this petal, is not a problem, but if you're like doing the rolled petal or something, if you put it in straight, you may see the corner of the board. I always teach when you're doing the side ones, angle them with the way the board's going. So put your nub in about 1/4 of an inch, angle it the way the board's going, and do the zip tie up. Okay, so these first 3 are going to the right. That's the left. I have them all folded. Okay, first 3. And they layer over each other so they have these nice points. Isn't that cool? It's going to look like a real tree. All right, first 3. The next 3 are the straight ones. Okay, so there's that flap. We're going to put the flap down so it's facing the table, and just zip it in as well. Sorry guys, I'm still sniffling. I'm still not 100%. Still battling the sinus infection. Yay me. Hi, Net. Okay, and now we've got the ones that go to the left. So you can see these ones kind of curve to the left. So just go straight across your row and write your pattern on the board. Because if you're like me, if I don't write my pattern down, I have not a clue what I'm doing. And don't sit at your, okay, and this is a side, we're going to angle it a bit. Don't sit at your craft table. Get a little cutting board or cutting mat and just fold your petals in a very comfortable spot. Watch TV. It's very relaxing, I promise you. Okay, now let's cut off. I'm going to use a zip tie gun because my hand's a bit sore today. So now we're going to cut off the zip tie tails. Now these, you get this zip tie gun, what it does is you just put the end of the zip tie in this little slot here, and it's got teeth on it, and it pulls and cuts them at the same time. So you just zip along cutting them. They're not very expensive. I think they're maybe 19 bucks now. There is a link on Laurie's favorite tools on uniqueinthecreek.com for Amazon for this exact one. This one is about 4 years old, and I've never ever, knock on wood, had a problem with it. Okay, we are skipping row 11. My folds look beautiful because I take my time while I'm sitting watching my stupid shows. You guys all know I'm a reality TV buff. I sit and I have a box. Well, usually I have a laundry container, and I just sit and fold them and put them with the bands and toss them into the box or laundry container. Just take your time. Okay, now we're going to use the light green or the fresh green. Okay, 3 to the right. In the center for the fresh green, we're only going to use 2 and 3 because there's only 8 zip ties on row 10 rather than 9 on row 12. Okay, so I did 3, 3, and 2. And it won't make a difference because our door is going to hit right here anyways. So we're going to, again, angle it. And you see, it's with poly burlap and with horizontal wide stripe, it's not very see-through at all. So you can skip rows and you don't use as much mesh. So 7, 14, I used 19 pieces of poly burlap, 19 of the emerald, and 14, so half a roll of the fresh green. And yes, I did wood burn them. Now, if you're using like a decomesh, if you want to do this petal, I don't know if I'd recommend it because it doesn't take shape as nicely as the poly burlap does or the horizontal wide stripe. Okay, so those are the 3 right, 2 straight. Does it make more sense now that I'm putting them in? If you have any advice for my teaching, I would greatly appreciate it because I'm always looking for criticism to improve. Everybody in the world can improve themselves. All right, and now we need 3 right. Did you guys see that patriotic dragon today? Wow. It is Veterans Day tomorrow and Remembrance Day here in Canada. Michelle from Monkey's Creations made a fabulous patriotic dragon. Now, friends, people were on the live saying, oh, their dragons don't sell, blah, blah, blah. Are you selling them to the correct audience? Now, join, if you love making the dragons, like Michelle, I don't even know how many she's sold. you find Dungeons and Dragons Facebook groups. Join them. Post, look what I made. I guarantee you, you will sell and sell and sell those dragons. Because people are buying them for their gaming rooms to put it on the wall. They're not using them as wreaths. They're using them as decor because they're so freaking cool. And if you are a Dungeons and Dragons fan, you will want one of those. So you have to keep mind of who your audience is and sell to your audience. You know, I'm even in a few sunflower groups. Why? Because I make sunflowers a lot. Sunflower wreaths. Yes, her rose was stunning as well. She always does good work, except she doesn't know how to operate her cameras. Because she's a gooba. Anyways, yeah, so if you're going on Etsy and putting a dragon, I don't know how many Dungeons and Dragons fans will be on Etsy, but I can guarantee you in a Dungeons and Dragons Facebook group, there's lots. Anyways, she made the dragon because I don't want to make one. Right? She plays... There's so many people that play Dungeons and Dragons. I don't get it, but there is. It's mind-blowing to me, but my son wants one too. And he's 27. Isn't it going to be cute? Look at this. So again, 14 of the... Oh, hi, Danny. Whenever you want. We're not really doing anything tomorrow. You bring her over. I miss that baby. I can't wait to have a sleepover with her. I haven't seen my baby, my granddaughter, in over a week because I've been sick. And I didn't want her to get sick. And now I get to have a sleepover with her. And then take the time to, you know, make sure your petals are nice for each row. So I'm kind of looking, there should be a petal. See how there's like a V here? You want a petal kind of sticking out in each blank spot. So you can move these around. All right. Now we are on light green again. Hey, this almost looks like Buddy the Elf. Hey, that's a great idea. Put a big Buddy the Elf face and this will be his collar. Okay, who's going to make that? Who's going to make Buddy the Elf? All right. So, row 6, we got 2 right, 1 straight, 2 left. Oh, we're using the light green though. Okay, 1 straight. And 2 to the left. Why do I have so many rights? I keep making rights. That's a right. Oh, found a left. And another left. Again, side ones get kind of angled. we're almost done the tree. Mind you, I folded all the petals. Folding all the petals is what takes the most time. Like sticking them in, very easy. Okay, so we got one right. There's 3 zip ties on row 4. So we're going to do one to the right. Again, angle it. One straight. And this one to the left. Now, if you don't like the way this Christmas tree looks, I have probably 10 other designs on our YouTube channel. Just go under the triangle board. So our playlist is categorized by boards as well as designer. You can find literally like 10 or 11 other different Christmas trees. Hello from Arkansas. Okay, we are on the last row. Now the last row is row 2. I am doing all 3. So I did this hole to this hole to this hole, which we call shared holes, and this hole to this hole. So I'm doing one right, one left, one straight. Okay? Yes, the playlist is at the top. Thank you, Tina Kelly. All right. And we are doing the fresh green. This is our last row. I made too many petals. I didn't even count. I was just folding them and throwing them in the box. Ta-da! Okay, let's angle these. Isn't that cute? I suppose you could do down the center, you could do left or right. I don't know. I just assumed if we were going down the center to do straight ones. You can try it. Love the look. There we go. Oh, I need to zoom out because this is big. Okay, so I'm going to prepare the top, which is row 1 here. I'm going to prepare it. I'm going to put some mesh. I'm going to fold up some mesh and put it, no, first I'm going to attach the legs. Hold on. So we are going to have these cute leg things I've had forever. I am going to cut them. We're going to have these little legs coming out the top of our tree. We are going to have our little door at the bottom of the tree. Our Merry Christmas right in the middle. And we're going to do a big fun bow. Okay, so the elf looks like he's diving into the tree. So I'm going to cut the tags off here. And I am going to cut his butt. Here I go. These are wired in there, but I want to separate them. I'm going to take these, whatever the top of these are, off. You're not going to see it anyways. And like I said, Hobby Lobby and Michael's, they both have elf leg picks. Okay, so on row 1, I'm going to put 2 zip ties. One from here to here. So I'm putting the elf legs on first. And one from here to here. Okay, and I'm gonna just zip tie these bad boys in. There's one. Probably shouldn't have, let me see. probably close that so I don't get stuffing all over the place. Let me just hot glue that. The other one I didn't cut, so. Who wants to win some tree boards? Anybody want to win some triangle boards? I'm going to give away some triangle boards. If you've commented and sent me over the falls, you are eligible to win. It's including shipping too. So you just have to comment. I have to pull the winners from today's live from Michelle still. I will do that. I'll do both of them tomorrow. So 2 people, I will send 2 triangle boards to you. And you have to make a whimsical tree. No, I'm just kidding. But it will be cute. You guys will all want to make one. And it really wasn't that hard, was it? What is over the falls? It's the S-H-A-R-E. You can't say it on Facebook, but... So we make up stupid little sayings. I live in Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. I am Canadian. My company is Canadian. We do ship from Canada and the US every single day. There. Okay. His legs are on. Let's put the door on. Again, this little door, $5 at Hobby Lobby. Like, come on. I seen it. Dave was with me. And I'm like, oh my God. I kind of beelined it to the door because it wasn't even really in the Christmas stuff. It was kind of by where those big gingerbread standees were. And he's like, what the hell are you going to do with that? I said, I'm going to make a Keebler elf Christmas tree. But it was $5. Make sure you get it on sale. So, first one I'm going to do is I'm going to grab, before I forget, our little darning, I have these darning needles, and it's very easy to go through the holes with your pipe cleaner this way. But what I need to do is kind of move this around. Remember I made the little mark on the back of my board at the beginning? That little star, right, this hole to this hole is right where the top of my door is going. So what I'm going to do, is I'm not moving the mesh. I'm going to go through the mesh. There's not a lot of mesh to go through. I just got to find where it is. Okay, right smack in the middle, right there. Okay, there's one. Actually, these are really easy. There's 2. Now, I'm not going to put it really tight just yet. Just loosely twist in the back until I put the bottom one on. And again, I'm going to go through the mesh and onto row 12. So this row 12 is right at the bottom, the very last row, and I'm going to go through the mesh. So if you have a little plastic darning, I don't know if we have any more left on the website, but I did sell these. You get 4 in a pack, I believe, for like a couple dollars. They're great for putting signs and stuff on. So look, it just comes like right through the back. So I went straight through the mesh. Look at that, eh? Eh? Lynn's gonna bug me about my A. And we'll do the same thing on the other one. There we go. Okay, pull it from the back. Now I don't want to tighten anything quite yet because I got to make sure all my points are still tuck that under. Perfect. I'll flip it over, you guys can see. Right? Isn't it going to be cute? $5 that door was. You can make a fairy tree. All right, so there is my little star. That is where the number 8 was. And now I'm pulling it tight and give it a few twists. Yeah, that would be, oh, what a good idea. I'll print out a Buddy the Elf. Because that's like one of my very, very favorite Christmas movies. Santa, I know him. I make Dave watch it, I don't know, a couple times every single year. But I'll print out a Buddy the Elf and I'll glue it to the inside of the door. What a great idea. All right, and then we're going to pull the bottom one too. Give it some twists. Cut the excess off. I got another pattern in the mail today. I got quite the collection going on. You should see. Once I get them all, I'll take a picture of, because they come in a book. It's a book of your whole pattern, but the front is really cool of a pattern. Now it's not, I don't even read them anymore. I just kind of see what board it's for and just, okay, file it, Dave. And there we go. Look at that. We don't need no glue, nothing. Yeah, so we need to have this open with Buddy the Elf right there. So whoever did that idea, I love it. Okay, and I want my little Merry Christmas on there because I think this is super cute. And then we're going to make a bow, and we are done. So I'm going to cut all that jazz off. Now what you could do, there's little tiny eye hooks on this thing. It's like I don't know what it is, acrylic or silicone. It's bendable. I bought it at Hobby Lobby. I thought it was really cute. Didn't know what I was going to use it for, but it kind of matches my door, don't you think? And I think I want to use it. So we're going to put, and all I did was glue a cable mount to the back of it. Okay, we're going to get that needle again. And I'm going to go through the mesh. Yes, Buddy from the Elf movie. Absolutely. So I want it in straight. So I'm just going to kind of go right there. What row is that? Row 6. Row 6 right in the center. Although this is off to the side a little bit because there wasn't a solid spot right in the center. I guess it doesn't matter. 1. 2. Have you guys noticed we haven't used glue yet? I hate glue. A really well-made wreath, everything is attached, my friends. Keep that in mind. There. I might have to put the little ornaments on. I just got to see 1 second. See, with these little hooks, you just hook it in on the mesh, give it a squeeze, and then they hang. Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to put the little lights on. How's it going, TikTok? Still can't see your comments. Sorry. But hopefully you're learning something. You too, Instagram. Who won the kit from Wednesday? I posted it. I can't remember because I've been giving away stuff every day. So, hint, hint. I've been giving stuff away every day. So every day we have a designer for almost the whole month. Actually, for the whole month of November, there is a designer every day. We have to make a hanger for our wreath. So my hanger is going to be on row 1 here. I'm going to take a zip tie before I put my bow on and go down and back up this hole. I'm going to do the zip tie up, just like that. And we made, and cut this off so it locks. And there we go. We have a hanger. Okay. We have a nice neat back. You don't need to cover anything. And look, you don't see your pattern, right? No pattern. Only you know that it's a pattern. Oh my gosh, this is adorable. All right, let's make the fun bow that's gonna go right on the top of our door hanger. I need to put a picture of Dave in the middle. Who would like this Christmas tree with a picture of Dave peeking out? I would. Oh yes, that's right, Tina, thank you. It was Catherine, which was, and she's in our VIP group, so I was quite excited about that. All right, let's make a bow. I'm gonna use my easy bow, stow and go. We have on Sunday at 4 o'clock, right here on Facebook. I'm not sure about YouTube. She's not that technically inclined, but my good friend Leah Cavender, who is the inventor of all the easy bow makers. There's like 4 of them, 4 or 5 of them. She is coming on live at 4 o'clock Sunday to teach you guys bows herself. How fabulous is that? So set your, and then I'm on at 7 o'clock Sunday. You guys are getting spoiled. Tomorrow, Jackie Blewett's on again. And we know she's just like way over the top. So I was thinking I'm going to use, since we have a lot of stripes going on, I'm going to use this extra ribbon I had from my butt kit. So this was in that Naughty Butt kit. So it's extra, and this is what I'm going to use. I need a pipe cleaner, and I need a zip tie. Everybody loves the Jackie. Okay. Do I do that good, or is there still that Canadian twang? Okay. And I could say that because she's my friend. Okay. I make my bows really crazy. I like to make sure my tails are at the bottom. Because if you've made a bow before, everybody makes the loops and then the top tail comes off the top. I don't like that. I like my tails coming out the bottom. And I'm not making these large, crazy tails because we have the door, the sign, we're going to put some ornaments. So we're just going to do kind of a short tail, but we'll do a fun loopy bow. Susan, I didn't pick it yet. I have to pick them, so I'll pick tomorrow and it was the ring boards that Michelle used today. So 2 people will win 2 ring boards each from Michelle's live this morning, and then 2 will win triangle boards tonight. And then tomorrow, whatever Jackie's using, I don't even know what she's doing, but we'll give those away too. Okay? All right, so then I take my ribbon, I put it down the slot, but I have the yucky part, the caca part, facing upwards. And I am going to do, do I want to make this loop? Let's do 6-inch. Let's do a 6-inch loop. Okay, so slide it down, half a twist towards you. Oh, Jackie's doing the elf kit, so I guess I'm giving away large boards. Or I may give away an elf kit. The whole kit, including shipping. You'll have to stay tuned tomorrow. All right, and then we're gonna go straight down. We're doing 6-inch, half twist towards you, and go straight down. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing again. So give yourself some ribbon lack Okay, half twist. So I have 2 on each side. I'm going to do 1 more right in the center at 6 inches. And again, this is just leftover ribbon. So from the Naughty Butt kit. So if you bought a kit, you know you're going to have all kinds of extra ribbon. Any of our kits, you always have lots of extra ribbon. Because with the boards, you don't use as much supplies as you would for any kind of wireframe. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to make, see how much I have. I'm going to use the whole thing. And now I'm going to make 5-inch loops. Same thing, except the loop is just a 1 inch smaller. Tina, you're up late? You couldn't wait till to see what I was going to make, right? This is fabulous ribbon. The dots, the white dots that are in it are glittered. I was going to use a striped ribbon and I thought, that's a lot of stripe. Let's put some fun dots in there. Let's see, how much do I have left? I think I have enough left for 1 more loop. Yeah, everybody's gonna go find the door. I don't know if it's online. You may be able to buy the door online. No, this is not a kit. This is just me having fun with some stuff I found. Okay, I have this little bit of a tail left. I'm going to come around the center and make a loop. Slide it down. And there we go. This is my bow. So I'm going to carefully get my zip tie, and I make sure that the flat part of the zip tie head is facing up towards the ceiling, and slowly bring all the pieces off the bow maker right onto the zip tie. And I'm going to come through this single loop here and do the zip tie up, but I'm not doing it up really tight because I'm going to flip it over. And using a zip tie for your bow keeps it nice and stacked. Do you see that? And then you can get it nice and tight. Then I'm going to bring that zip tie head to the back of my bow. Oh, they do have it online. Is it sold out or is it still online? Then I'm going to take my pipe cleaner, slide it under my zip tie, and pull it semi-tight. Now, I learned this from Judy Baker, who did her first live in the VIP group the other day, and she taught us, if you don't do it too tight, it's easier to manipulate your loops. Never thought of that. Thank you, Judes. Okay, and we're going to cut that tail of the zip tie off, and we're going to connect our bow with the pipe cleaners. That's you, Judes. Now, there's our bow. And where I'm going to go with the bow is right where I put our hanging hole, our hanger. So on row 1, these 2 holes right here, I put my hanger. This is the 2 holes I'm going to put my pipe cleaner in. Oh, I need a piece of mesh. Actually, I probably don't. Normally, I would say put a piece of mesh under your bow to keep your bow so it doesn't sink into your tree. However, with the poly burlap and everything, it's a pretty flat tree, right? It's pretty flat. So we really don't need a piece of mesh on behind. And normally I just do a ruffle and stick it on there, and so the bow has something to sit on. We don't need to do that this time. And I highly recommend 1.5 inch ribbon or 7/8. If you're going to use 2.5, you have to make a smaller bow with not very many loops, because I find if you make a 2.5 inch bow and lots of loops, it really overtakes your whole Christmas tree. So I always use 1.5 inch, or if I want a really loopy bow, I'll use 7/8. This is 1.5. I'm thirsty. I think all these medications are making me thirsty. Doctor's got me on everything. All right, so I'm just going to take my pipe cleaner, go between his legs. That's what she said. That was for you, Franklin. My husband, he's a goober. And I'm just going to pull it. Whoa! It's actually heavy. The door's not the lightest thing, but the board is very, very sturdy. It's not going to do anything. Okay, so there's my pipe cleaner. Pulling it till I feel some resistance. Once I feel resistance is when I'm going to twist. All right, still no glue. I'm going to put these back down so we keep it nice and neat. Trim this a little shorter. All right, there's our hanger. Whoa. Our smashed bow. Oh my God, doesn't it look like the elf is diving into the tree? So cute. I love when I come up with these cool ideas. And all was because of this stupid door. Dave's like, what are you going to do with that door? Because, like I said, he was in Hobby Lobby with me. It's like, you just wait and see. I'm going to make Keebler elves. So we're going to dovetail the ends of this. All right. We'll dovetail the center one too. Why not? We can roll it, whatever you want to do. We want the tails just to kind of go, this one's a little longer, to the side. We don't want to, you know, take away a lot. And then we're going to open up our loops. I like to start from the back. Remember we did the 3 6-inch ones? Get your hands in there and open those loops up. This is a really good wire in here. So if you're using a good ribbon, your loops will stay open and fluffy. Okay? So those are the 3 6-inch. And then we got the 5-inch. You can kind of, if you make a longer tail, you can actually just kind of pull it up, put a little dab of glue back there, and then you can have a ribbon tail. Actually, I'm going to do that because my glue gun is, put a little dab of glue, and kind of has our tail going like that instead of just like straight. And we'll do the same on the other side. Do it to the center one, why not? it's a whimsical Christmas tree anyways. That is super cute. And there we go. Oh my God. So cute. And he looks like he's diving in the Christmas tree. Now, if you want, you can make like a bow topper. You can add like picks and stuff and make it like a total whimsical one. I have these little picks I picked up from, but I think I'm just going to leave it like that because I think I am going to add the little light ornaments. So again, I got these at Hobby Lobby. They have a huge section of Christmas minis. My Little Christmas. All kinds of mini ornaments. They are perfect for the Unique and Creek Christmas trees. But make sure you grab, oh, you can even use a paper clip, but these are little tiny hooks, you know, that you would use on a normal Christmas tree, but these are smaller. So you take out your ornament, put on your little mini hook. Now I'll probably glue the tops on, squeeze, and then you can hook your little ornament onto your petal and then squeeze it, and there you go. It'll hang from the tips of the Christmas tree. I do have this open wrong. I'm such a knob. So they're all stuck in here in this thing. So I'm not going to make you guys watch me put all these ornaments on, but I just want to show you. So close the bottom part, put it on your tree, and then close the top. And it just hangs like that. So there's 4 different colors, so I'll kind of mix and match the different colors. But definitely get the hooks if they have them, if they're not sold out. They're only like 99 cents. So much easier than trying to glue and all that stuff. Cute, right? And there we go. I'm going to finish this tomorrow, just putting my ornaments on. What do you think, TikTok? Pretty cute, huh? It's my Keebler Elf's tree. But we're going to put a picture of Dave, Smiling Dave, in the door. I love that idea. Who said that? That's hilarious. I did 3 6-inch loops and 3 5-inch loops. I just wanted to use the whole roll up, but it's literally the perfect size. Isn't it cute? And my legs have bells on them. So every time your door opens, you're going to hear the bells. But like I said, there's picks with little elf legs. Make sure you get it proportional. There's a pick that's only, you know, the legs are only like that big. You don't want those because you'll never see it. You want ones that are, let me see, I'll see how long these ones are. These ones are about 9 inches long, probably 10 inches because I cut off his butt. Yes, I will make a pattern, probably not tonight because my back is killing me, but while my baby granddaughter is sleeping tomorrow, I will make you guys a pattern and I will post it in Unique Wreath Creators in the file section, and we'll also post it in the YouTube description. And then you can just print it out. Isn't that cute? I love it. Now, I have to go show Dave. He's probably sleeping, but I do have to wake him up because he kept all the way home. What are you doing with that door? Now he knows. So, good night, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I might put a little, so I only have the pipe cleaner just in the middle. I might put just, you know, lift this up, put a little bit of glue here, put it down, put a little bit of glue on the S, put it down. But this I found at Hobby Lobby in the pick section, okay? This I found, it was where those big stand-up gingerbreads are. So if you have the number, which we've been putting the number in all night, you can find just find an associate and they can look it up to see if they have any. And Tina Kelly also put the link if you want to buy it online. Alrighty. So tomorrow I'll post a picture of it all finished with my lights and everything. Yeah, and I can't wait to see what you guys do. Isn't that cute? Anyways, you can get, I put all the links for zip ties, the boards, the mesh I use. You can use horizontal wide stripe. Anyways, all right. Have a wonderful rest of your night, whatever you're doing. And Jackie, like I said, Jackie Blewett is up tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. She is doing the elf kit, which we may or may not give one away. All right, everybody, have a great one. Bye. Bye, TikTok. Now I got to shut all these things off. Okay, end.